Hey, thanks for coming back. This is a little tour of Hemphill Township, Lincoln Heights actually. That's Route 30 right there. If you're familiar with this part of Pittsburgh, this is Route 30. This is Lincoln Heights. It's a little village in what's called Hemphill Township. And if you look over there, I'm getting ahead of myself, that tree line over there is Jeanette, or the Glass City. I'm in Hemphill Township where I grew up. That house right there is where I grew up. This was my grandfather's house and part of his plumbing shop. We had greenhouses there. I grew up, this was my world for years. And we had big gardens over there, and there's a lot of stuff over there. So now my brother and sister and I have that, and this house over here that my parents bought after 22 years ago. I purchased this. This was a tear downer house. It needed a ton. I put as much of money in redoing this house 22 years ago as I paid for it. I had to take a bunch of trees down. I had to tear a garage down here more recently that was just dilapidated. And it just, but it's been good. I mean, this property has been a good rental, and 2 years ago it went vacant, and with everything going on in my life at the time, I didn't really have time to deal with it. So last year I dealt with it. It is fully sorted inside. I just need to get some new screens on the outside. And the reason I haven't rented it out was because, see, that's my 4Runner, and it's why is it parked in the middle of the yard? Well, because this is what I'm been working on. People have asked me why or where do I put all my cars, and the answer is various places right now, because I have 3 of them on the property here in garages, but it kind of stinks when you have to, like, they're scattered all over, and logistics is going an hour this way, an hour that way to get your car. So I decided I was going to build a garage, and I was kind of limited by zoning laws, even though I am the neighbor over there, and my brother and sister and I have no problems with me building what I need there. But I built it within the have an easement on there for a septic storage system. So I had to build this garage where I built it. And what it is a 48-foot long, going towards the house, by 26-foot long, white flag to white flag garage. So had it laid out, had it approved. I just had the contractor, project manager out here, and his backyard and beyond, from out by Lancaster, Hanover. They're coming in here, and they're gonna do the foundation, the footer, get it approved, put the blocks up, dig the foundation out, pour 6 inches of concrete, because, well, this is not just going to be a basic garage. It's going to be a little bit more. It's not going to look terribly ornate when you see it. It's just going to look like going to fit in with that. But it's going to be able to hold, with 5 lifts in place, 10 cars. Not going to have that. It's only going to have 3 lifts. So 3 times 2 is 6, and then 7, and then 8. So here is a little quick walk around. So on this side right here, my property runs from that line down, so I have plenty of room to pull in from the road here, the alley, and I can pull in to here. There's going to be a large door. It's going to go 12 foot high, 11 foot high. I'm sorry, it's an 11-foot door, and it's going to be a double wide. And I'm going to see if I can get it maybe a little bit bigger, because you're going to have 4 cars parked in this way. So if this is your door, probably go a couple feet out here, about 2 foot out, 2 foot out on the other side, and you're gonna have this giant door. And you're gonna pull in here, and you're gonna have all this parking space for 4 cars and then some. It's gonna be a little bit wider, because in addition to having the garages here, it's going to be a 12-foot high ceiling, so I can put the lifts in with no problem. It's going to have 6-inch deep concrete, as I mentioned, because it's going to be thicker than needed for that. And then when you get over to here, you're going to see a door on this side, and I was specified an 8-foot door. I think I'm going to go maybe a 9 or 10-foot door. I'm going to call them today and see if we can change that, and it shouldn't be a problem. And this is going to be a single bay on this side, and that landscaping is going to be out of here. The driveway is going to go straight into here, and I'll have a brand new driveway for the rental house over on that side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a single bay here, and it's going to be 26 foot and it's going to be deep bay that I can wash, detail, work on, and even film year round in the comforts of my own garage. It's going to be my super dream workshop. All my tools under one roof, all this good stuff. So what you're going to see, that's my 4Runner. That'll be at my house, but if I need to bring it out to work on it anytime, I'm going to have a dedicated garage and have my garage at home nice and clean. So the 2 cars that are there, I'm not tripping over things to, you know, have the Corvette and the 4Runner side by side and have a little bit of room to get into either one of them. So if you see, there's the white flag, and that pin right there is the wall. That's going to be about 2 foot in, and then I pulled in here and I had the front camera, and I'm coming in from an angle. Otherwise, if I'm coming in straight, that should be fine. But I was thinking, instead of 8 foot, maybe go a foot or 2 more, whatever kind of doors we can work into that and make it a little bit easier, because I'm gonna have plenty of room down here. So as you see, like, there's plenty of room for 4 vehicles in here plus, and that's what I want. I want to have room for, in addition to the full detailing bay, and there'll be like a curtain that comes across right here where you see it, where I can pull those curtains and I can wash a car and not worry about getting my other cars dirty. It sounds odd, but this is one of my dreams I've had since I've been younger, is to have a garage, a spare garage where I could wash a car inside year round. And being in Pittsburgh, you just don't know what a luxury that would be. I mean, you know, many people have 3-car garages now, but back when I was a teenager, that was kind of unheard of, let alone one dedicated with special setup so you could wash in it without any problem. It's going to have a heavy duty drain in there, perking in, it'll be within pattern to into the ground there, and then we're going to have a big drain or 2 in here for that. In addition, we're going to have room for a full bathroom, a laundry sink, and the bathroom will have a shower, and we're going to have room for a washer dryer as well. So this is going to have the ability, have a fridge in here, just to kind of make it a little bit more of, if I get tired working on something, I don't have to drive that hour back home or bother anyone else. I can just stay and sleep amongst my cars. This garage, it's crazy. It just kind of, I always thought when I bought this property I was going to do something like this, maybe small 2-car garage, whatever, apartment above it to rent out and have more income. But this really is what I want. I want a nice 12-foot high ceiling, simple rectangle, 48 by 26 big, and it's going to fit from pin to pin to pin to pin. And again, a lift in the 2 that face the 4Runner right there on the end. There'll be 2 lifts there, and probably 1 more lift over here towards the end, and then 1 single one here. It'll be fun, absolutely fun to have this all set up, and so I can actually start having a lot more fun with my cars, filming and just playing around with them. And if you ever wondered where you keep 8 cars, this is where, and it'll be coming soon. The foundation, the footer will be dug first week of August. The inspection be done, and then they can put the course of blocks, get those done, then they can pour the foundation. Once that is all set up in place and inspected and signed off by the township, then they take their final measurements and they custom build all the pieces, and they're going to come in, and it'll be a 2-day erection of the garage. It's prefab but custom made to my specifications, so I can make changes. And we talked getting into the weeds on here, but if you've ever this is all built on shale here, and this is a hillside that runs down. Route 30 is the lowest part of the valley. This is a pretty good area, but you really want to make accommodation for water. So I'm going to put in a external French drain retention pond that it's not really needed, but it's going to be done because it's cheaper to do it now while I have it all out. And we're going to have we're going to have drains where even if you just get a gully washer or once in 100-year storm that we seem to get every 2 years anymore, you're going to have all that water retained there, and it can perk around the sides where it'll go down and away from the building. And so I did something similar to that with the rental house years ago, and it worked, knock on wood. You just want to keep the water away if possible, or you want to give it somewhere to stay while nature does its course and it perks down. So anyway, this is going to be, I've given it a name. It's called the Fortress of Hoardatude. I used to call my basement that because I had all my stuff there. You could go down and really just, you know, kind of be amongst your cool, weird possessions and have fun. But I'm going to have some place where I can really have a lot of fun here. Have the cars out. If I have friends around, you know, come hang out and just, you know, work on cars. And you know, it's kind of good use of space. One thing tenants hate about this property is that I require them to mow that. I'm not a bad person, but you know, someone's got to mow it, and it's not going to be me. It was me today. But you know, this side here will have about 2 foot, and we'll have a nice little yard here, a new parking spot, and a really nice house. But that's you know, that's another day. So if you've been watching this the whole time, thank you. I can't wait to share the progress of this. And the reason I put a door on this side is just simply, it's going to be weird because, you know, there's a curtain on that side, there's going to be a garage door in the back and a garage door here. I have 3 angles of viewing if filming, if I'm doing something and I want to show something with the car, you know, up on race ramps or whatever. I can get around there. And then, again, it's going to be a fun little place to kind of be my home away from home. And I told people, you know, when my son is older and, you know, moves away, and after my daughter's moved away, who knows, I could just come out here and live amongst my cars. I'm pretty modest, and as long as I have a lot of cool fun stuff to drive, but that's for another day. Thanks for watching. If you like this, like, subscribe, check out all the other stuff. Celica's 57 Chrysler. Well, you know what? I'll tell you what. A little bonus here. The 2 cars that I thought would be my collector cars, I would have that red 4Runner that I got rid of, and I would have these 2 cars. And they're here. And they were supposed to have been on the road, about 2 years ago. But life got in the way 2 years ago. And I got in the way last year. Probably coming up here is, this is a 1985 Buick LeSabre. It is dirty as hell, sorry, but it is a beautiful car. It was my parents', brand new. It just needs cleaned up and put back on the road. I need new bumper fillers, which I have. I have the really good quality bumper fillers that are made by a group down in, this was kept in a climate controlled garage for every year of its life. And this happened, never driven in the winter. I didn't even try that, but that's the quality of what you have there. There's a company, and inside that box out of Florida, that makes the same kind of material, only not susceptible to that kind of cracking. So then the other one we have in here is kind of the OG of the fleet. This was my first car, and sorry. Okay, this is a 1965 Olds Delta 88 4-door holiday sedan. Nomenclature for a pillarless hardtop. Holidays were hardtops, celebrities were sedans. Yeah, Oldsmobiles made celebrities. There was a descriptor of a type of sedan. So when I call myself a car nerd, that's why. This is a holiday hardtop. Rivieras, by the way, if you had a Riviera before, there was the model Riviera, and they only made the one size, which is the Buicks, the full size, and then the larger size. Like when they called them Rivieras, they were pillarless hardtops. Oldsmobile had the Holiday, and that was their name for their hardtops. And I forget what the other divisions had, but a little fact on there. This is midnight blue. This is two-tone blue interior with chrome. you've ever seen my Corvette, you might realize why I did what I did with ordering that thing. So they very much mirror each other. This is a pretty solid car. It needs a little bit of love. You know, the bumper I never replaced back then, but now there are shops, actually there's one in Jeanette, my hometown here, that does chrome work, and I want them to redo this one because, you know, they can patch up that, they can, you know, dig this out and fill it in and re-chrome it. I'd like to keep the original bumper if possible. This is not going to be a Concours car. I'm not going to take it off the frame. I'm not going to redo the interior because that's the interior my grandparents used. So anyway, this and this were the original intention of my classic car passions, and they're waiting just a little bit longer. But I will tell you, when they're back on the road, especially that one right there, you think that 1993 Celica of mine that's a 2-time AACA champ is something. Wait till you get a load of that thing when it's all done up the way it needs to, cleaned up, shined up. I'll have the cell phone, the car phone in there working on it, and not working, but powered up. You know, they don't work anymore. However, that is a great car. This is a great car. This was my grandfather's, and I can't wait to share all this stuff with you in the coming months, but one vehicle at a time, one project at a time. These, I want to devote my time to them and do them right. And when I do, you're going to love it, because I will tell you, these cars are special. You know, if someone has a car and, you know, it means a lot to them, you just got to wonder, even if it's not the kind of car you like, talk to them, find out why they like what they like, and you're going to be surprised like how passionate that person is about a car that you may walk by and not think is very special. So you know, hey, and oh, by the way, see that right there, there's a 92 on there, and Altel, yeah, that is the side of Jimmy Johnson's Busch car. Back when he was running his last year of the Busch series before coming to Cup, I was at a NASCAR show, diecast show, and they gave out tickets, and this guy's like, hey, you won this. I'm like, who is that? I didn't even know who it was at the time. They said, that's the guy that's going to run for Hendricks and Jeff Gordon. I'm like, oh, okay. So I had to take it home, and who would ever thought the career that man has had. So that's there. I've never had a place to put it. Well, it's going in the garage there, and I can't wait to, you know, show you real quick. Here, this is, there it is, NASCAR race car. That's the real deal, baby. And it's super cool. And I've had it for, God, how many years? 2001, maybe? I don't know. But anyway, I'm not as up on my NASCAR as I used to be. So anyway, so have a great day, and you know, like it, subscribe, and interact. I like when people, you know, respond, even to tell me I'm crazy for what I do. It's okay. I think I am crazy for what I do, but I'm having fun. I get one chance now, just one, and I'm going to do it right. And if I ever decide I don't want to collect cars and I want to move to, you know, Alaska, I can rent that out as a really nice commercial building. I may be car crazy, but I'm not an idiot. That's a good building right there, and I'm going to have fun with it as long as I'm able to have fun with it. And if not, I can make it work, and you know, my kids can say, boy, Dad kind of knew what he was doing. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.